Hey everybody, how is everyone today? So, as my previous video stated, I got laid off from my job on Friday, this past Friday. So, I just kind of wanted to come back and just reflect on that with y'all. You know, like I said, a lot of people, when they lose their job, they kind of go ballistic or get depressed or whatever. But I'm not going to do that because my job was not my world. If you understand what I'm saying, like I'm building a makeup and skincare brand, right? So my job was funding that, but it was not my world, meaning that I know there are other things out there that God and the universe have for me. So, I just wanted to touch bases on that today. Because when we lose something in the middle of that loss, you can either grasp it and find the blessing in it and just keep going, or you can let it hold you back. And I think letting that hold you back as a grown woman it's like it's really sad. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do that. You cannot let that hold you back. And with that being said, I just wanted to come on here and just tell you guys some of the things that I found that could work for me. Like I said, I'm building my skincare and my makeup brand, 40 Skin. I have that online already. So I said, you know what? At this time, I'm going to find things that I actually like to do to make income. So I just wanted to just kind of share it with y'all. I'm not going to gatekeep. So the first one was virtual assistant. So a virtual assistant is when you're working for a company and you're like, they have like around the clock hours. Like, let's say if you go to somebody's website, right? Or you go to, let's say I'm going to Home Depot's website and I'm looking for a certain thing. And so you'll see that little side thing that'll blink and it'll come on and it say click on it if you want to ask the question. Well, that's a virtual assistant. It's actually a person answering the question. It looks like it's not, but it is. So that's a good side hustle that you can get, that you can actually do. And a lot of companies do it. I don't know how much they pay, but I'm sure that it's some kind of range. You just have to look it up and look at in your local city where you are, your state or whatever, and just see what's available as a virtual assistant. And the next one is tutoring. I feel like a lot of us, when we think about tutoring, you think about, oh, you have to be a teacher, but not really, because I know people that have gotten hired at places and even other countries just to tutor people to speak English or to speak Spanish. So if you know at least two languages, that may be something you can look into. Teaching and tutoring kids, and even tutoring kids in math and things like that, because a lot of parents, they be looking for tutors and stuff, and a lot of college students, they're busy, but some of them do offer tutoring, but they're busy. But that is a good side hustle that you can do. And I think tutoring can fall in so many categories. Like, let's say if you're a person that knows how to play piano, then you can tutor piano. Or let's say you're a person that knows how to do something well. That's just like me, as far as me doing I'm a makeup artist, right? So I've already started planning. I'm going to start doing some virtual makeup classes and also classes in person, that women would like to take to enhance their makeup skills. So anything that you can do, you can deliver a service by tutoring someone and actually just teaching someone how to do that. Another thing is selling some items. Now, I know y'all got some stuff in that closet that y'all holding on to. Grandmama gave you that outfit a long time ago and you trying to hold on to it. But guess what? Sometimes you got to let stuff go. And I think that if it's nothing that is just so sentimental, that you can actually let it go. And you can take it to places to sell it. Believe it or not, something that you don't want, like that phrase that they say, is truly a true phrase. What do they say? A phrase. They say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. That is so true. So, like, I was looking through my closet. Man, I love dressing up. So I have a lot of ball gowns and sequins, just elegant dresses and stuff like that. So I started to gather a lot of them, and I'm like, you know what? Once I wear a elegant dress that I have, something that is like a statement piece, I'm not going to wear it no more than 2 times. So it's time to go ahead and pull some of those things out, even accessories, things that you've been having forever that you know you're not gonna wear. Sis, go and get that out the closet. Do you a pop-up boutique? You can go to like these little marketplaces and stuff like that and do that. Pop-up boutique. You can sell stuff on marketplace on Facebook, eBay, Amazon, and I mean, I'm sure they have tons and tons of sites where you can sell used items. And also create handmade items. Like me, I'm an esthetician by trade, so I know how to make soaps, I know how to make scrubs, just all kind of different stuff. So I plan to give those type of classes so other people can gain those skills, and maybe they can use it to make a side income for their families. That's a good thing. So like different things that you can make. Some people make have you ever seen like the little, it's like an organizer box, okay? This lady, I see that she took a regular box and she created little organizer slots in it, and she started to sell them, and people like them because you can put them in your drawer. But that's something that she knows how to make, and she's talented at it, and she decided to make an income from it. And I think that is very, very smart in this day and time. So I mean, even like jewelry, you can make, even if you don't know how to make jewelry, they have classes that you can take. They have videos you can watch. Take a chance. Go to Hobby Lobby and just don't spend a lot of money at first. Just get the little stuff. Start playing around. See what you can create. See what you can come up with that someone else may enjoy. They may enjoy that. And even if you are, let's say you're a person that is heavily in the Bible, a Christian person, you can create a business creating blessing boxes or something like, I mean, this is just something I'm just speaking off the top of my head, but like a blessing box. And when I think of a blessing box, I would think of, so you know how people that are newly baptized or just newly introduced to Christ, someone may want to buy them a gift. You can make a little blessing box by placing a Bible in it, maybe a necklace with a cross on it, some inspirational words, maybe a praying blanket, things like that. It's so many ways that we can make an income off of the things that we do every day. You just got to think about it. I mean, I was telling my son, my oldest son, the other day, I was like, you need to get a side gig or something. And he's like, Mom, I'm not an entrepreneur like you. See, that's where you're wrong. Stop saying that to yourself. Watch your words, okay? But anyway, I was telling him that he could do power washing. I saw on Amazon they sell the whole kit for power washing. So I said, you know what? I'm going to buy him that kit for Christmas. That's what you're going to get for Christmas. You're going to get something that you can make some money off of, okay? That's what you're going to get. So I feel like anything that we have at reach could make someone else happy. That's just like, if you're a person that bakes, y'all know everybody don't bake. Everybody ain't into baking peach cobblers and pies and sweet potatoes. We're smack dead into the holidays, right? It's time to go ahead and start baking. You can order like cute little boxes that you can put cookies in, things like that. Start your own online baking business. All you have to do is find out what you need to. Well, I know you have to have a food handler's license first, okay? Because I have one. You have to have that first. And then you just have to find out what else you may need in your city or state and go ahead and start that business. I mean, baking cookies always make people feel good. If you can do like peanut brittle, or you can bake cakes. You know how they make the little loaf cakes and things like that? People love homemade from the heart items, okay? They are buying them, y'all. Don't just think, oh, ain't nobody gonna buy that. Girl, please. And even like around the holidays, I've seen ladies set up at like grocery stores. They'll get like a table, these handmade cookies and pies and things that are homemade are selling like hotcakes. So if you're a person that actually likes to bake or like to make things to make people feel good, go ahead and step out on faith and go ahead and do that, because you can make an income off of that. Also, just cooking, period. Like, I'm a big cook, but I like cooking for my family, so that wouldn't be a good idea for me. But I can do other things. But if you are a big cook, it's a lot of families that just simply don't have the time. They don't have time. They don't have time. It's a lot of people that are looking for people that can come in the house, cook, clean the dishes, and leave. That's it. You're just going to be a cook. You can put yourself out there as being a freelance Southern cook. Not like a chef or something like that. Well, you are kind of like a chef, but just going into the houses and creating these meals that nourish these families. They have people that pay for it. And another thing, they have people that have you to come to their house just to organize their stuff. Like I was telling you, I was going through my stuff. I'm not going to pay nobody right now, but they have people, and rich people, people with money, they don't want to do that. They want to pay somebody to do that. So if you have a gift of organizing, you like to see things neat, that makes you feel good, that's for you. Okay, that is for you. That is for you. Cleaning. Some people don't have the time to clean their own house. They don't want to clean, okay? They want to hire somebody. They have the money to do it. So why not? So if you're a person that likes to clean houses, go ahead and do it. It's good side money. I mean, it's nothing like doing something that you actually want to do and that you love to do. You can play your music. Girl, please get to cleaning like it is nobody's business and make it a business, okay? And bring in some income. You never know. It could blow up. Then you would have to find somebody else to work for you and somebody else. You never know, because blessings always come in what? Disguise. So the next one is rent out unused space. Okay. So if you know you have a pretty good amount of space in your home and you're out of town every weekend, why not rent that out? Put it on Airbnb on the weekends. You can just put it on Airbnb from Friday to Monday. And that income is going to stack up Friday to Monday, depending on what you have: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, or pool in the backyard, whatever amenities you have. You can definitely rent out your space and people will enjoy and love them over the weekend. Okay, so you can definitely do that. That is a good income. It really is. It's a good income. And even ladies who are renting out, like I work with some ladies that rent out suites. Like I have a suite. So I have a suite where I do facials, makeup, all that kind of stuff, right? But when I'm not using it, I'm thinking about renting it out for those days. Like I'm not going into my suite because I was still working a 9 to 5, which funded my business and, you know, my makeup and skincare line. So I'm not working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So why not rent it out those days? You're paying for it. So I'm going to think smarter and make sure I'm utilizing every aspect of my life for income. Okay. So, and another thing is selling digital products. Now, I have not done this, but I've heard a lot of people doing it, and that is true. They really are making money off of it. I said I was going to look into it myself, but it's something y'all can do too. I mean, you can definitely do that to make extra income. A lot of people are doing it. You may like it. If you're a person that likes to create things online and stuff like that, then that will be for you. Another thing is, if you like kids, you know, I love kids, but they got to go home. But if you're the type of person that loves kids, like I have a cousin, she just loves kids. I mean, she'll have everybody's kids around her. Girl, gonna start a daycare. Don't even trip. If you love kids, go on and get paid to do it. Start a daycare. You have to start somewhere. It's a lot of people that get different licenses, whatever you need to have a daycare, child development, or whatever, and they start it in the home. You can start in the home, and you never know where it can go from there, because I actually know somebody that blew up. My friend Lori, she started in the home, and now her her daycare is amazing, and she, serves the community. She gives back, and she has a lot of parents that love her, and they love the way she runs her daycare. So she is very successful at it. So if you do like kids, that's something that you can do. After school program, babysitting on the weekend, babysit for people to go on dates, all kind of stuff. Either you can come to their house or the kids can come to yours, but that is something you can do. Another thing is pet sitting or pet walking. A lot of people are traveling. They're not wanting to actually take their dogs to the pet hotels and stuff like that. They're wanting somebody to come into the home. Hey, come check on my Chihuahua twice this weekend or whatever. That is something easy you can do if you love pets. So if you love pets, you love dogs, you love cats, pet sitting, walking, and just checking in on them is an extra income. So if that's something that you like to do, go ahead and look into what you need to look into to actually start that business. Another one is Uber Eats. They have one called GoZone, I think, as well, and it's similar to Uber. So GoZone, Uber Eats, any type of transportation jobs that you can use your own car would be pretty good. I like Uber Eats. You don't have to take anybody anywhere, but if you are comfortable, Uber is a good way to start. And you can say, well, I'm not doing anything but airport trips. And you can do that because you are your own boss. So you can definitely do that. I heard someone speaking about rideshare the other day and saying that's an extra income. So maybe that's something that you can possibly look into as well too. Also, elderly sitting, just sitting with people, not actually being a certified nursing assistant or a nurse, but just elderly sitting, companionship. They actually have companies that are paying people just to go sit with the elderly. Watch Wheel of Fortune with grandma. Maybe fix grandma a little lunch and let the cat out the back door, stuff like that. It's easy. So it's not like, I know a lot of people, I don't want to be a CNA, I don't want to be a nurse. It's not about that. It's about being a companion. They already have that taken care of, or these people don't even require that. It's just about companionship for lonely elderly people and people that are at home and need somebody to stop by and just see how they're doing and just spend some time. You never know, a lot of elderly people, their families have passed on and all their friends, and that's really sad. So excuse me. So when you step into their lives, you become a friend. You become someone that they can care about, or they can care about them. So you never know what can come out of that. Or even, I know they have a lot of places that are doing like delivering groceries, like, or even a grocery service for the elderly. I think that would be a good idea. If you like have a van or something like that, you can start a community in your community and start like an elderly grocery service where you actually take them to the store and take them back home. So there are a lot of different stuff that you can actually do. Really, there are. So just by me getting laid off by from my job, I realized there is so much out there that I can do to bring in income without having to go clock in somewhere. So I hope some of this helps you. I'll keep you posted on my journey. I am still out looking for another 9 to 5 to keep funding my dream, and I'm going to find one. I'm not tripping. I'm going to find one. But for now, I'm going to utilize some of the things that I told you guys today. So until next time, y'all have a beautiful day. This is your girl, Brown Skin Bombshell. We don't gatekeep. We empower. And please like, subscribe, and share my channel. I will be talking to y'all soon. Love you guys. We'll speak again. Bye.